I don't want anything serious, okay? I just want to have fun. Oh, I want to settle down. I'm looking for a good man. Where are all the good men?
Ooh, that food looks so good this morning. Is it good, Granny?
Who told you you could cook? Or you can't cook with a damn girl?
Well, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't be cooking your food, honey.
Well, I had to survive a little bit on something.
Well, thanks for being honest with me, Granny.
Yeah, somebody need to be honest with you before you somebody.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Alpha Central titled Man Leaves Entitled Single Mother Stranded After Her Plan Backfires. So she wants men to save her, but all she got was a taste of reality. Now, today's video was suggested to me by Hadan the Mummy. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
Me guys, I have to confess something. I think you're gorgeous. What's your name?
I don't think she wants to talk to you. You're interrupting us.
Next time I'll just come with a donut.
She'll always have that one friend who will get in the way of talking to her, and she'll make it clear where her territory is marked, even if her friend never even asked her to do that.
This guy says, can we stop normalizing abusing? If he struck her, y'all would be losing your minds. But you have to understand, she hits me about as hard as she works. So as you can see, nothing gets done.
It doesn't matter how hard she hits him. Nobody should be hitting anybody in a relationship. She doesn't get a pass just because she thinks it's cute and funny.
Have you ever cheated on someone?
No.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No, I'm single, please.
If you had a boyfriend and you met your celebrity crush, would you cheat on them with your celebrity crush?
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna get you a boyfriend, so.
The celebrity hall pass thing is so stupid. She shouldn't feel like she should have the right to cheat if it means that she gets to get into bed with someone famous.
You ain't got your together.
What does that
Straight
mean?
up. You ain't got your together.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I still have no
What
context.
that means is you don't have stability. Okay? You don't have stability. You don't have a home of your own. You have a roommate. Your brother lives in the next room. Okay? You living with your brother. Your bros are there.
These are men you've dated?
These are men that I have dated, yes.
You had a relationship with them?
Yes.
This woman has no idea what she's talking about. That's why Kevin asked her to elaborate. You could see herself glitching out.
Did it get to the intimate level?
Yes.
So you'll date a man, have a man, but you don't submit to him.
I do, but I feel like
But why are you having a man who doesn't have it? You knew that before you get off.
sometimes
What I'm pointing out is you date men. We all pick who we date.
But can I answer your question, please?
You've already answered it. I
didn't. You asked me why am I having someone who doesn't have it together? So let me answer it, please.
No.
There's nothing to explain. She spent her most valuable years chasing after bad boys, but even when she knows they're bad boys, she still blames them for not being good enough for her.
2 + 2 = 4, would you agree? Is that always true?
What do you mean by always?
It past, present, and in the future. Is it a universal truth?
It depends. Like, there's like an entire debate over like whether we've like found math or it's always existed. Like, for example, if there was no one to see it, like in the cosmos, and we had two particles like just like rolling around each other, does that mean two? Like, does that still exist? Does math still exist in that context? I think that math is probably something that we like observe and that we've kind of come to use like in a utility sense.
He literally asked a yes or no question, and she returns with a doctoral thesis that's mostly just gibberish, and the only reason she's doing this is because she refuses to be wrong about anything.
But I don't think that I think there probably needs to be someone there counting for there to be 1 or 2 or 3 things. I think it's like there's some utility in math. So I don't necessarily think it's like something that you can quantify in this way of always existing. I think it's something that we kind of constructed.
So you're saying numbers are only dependent upon the things in the world?
I mean, if there's no things in the world, yeah, there's no number of things.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Numbers are universal. Yeah, numbers pre-exist. Logic pre-exists creation. That's why creation is
ordered in a logical way.
Okay, I would probably disagree. I mean, I
So
just don't
creation
see-
is not ordered in a logical way. Okay, do you believe in the laws of logic?
I think that laws of logic are like we use them like utility wise, right? To come to conclusions and to like
So they
see
could
patterns,
be
et
they could
cetera.
be false in the
That's
future.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we've
asking
constructed
you a
system.
question. Okay, I'm asking you, could they be false in the future?
It's not a complicated question. She just gave it a complicated answer to try and make herself appear smart. The problem is that she's clearly never studied math, but even if she did, it doesn't matter. 2 and 2 is 4. We all learn that as children.
If you had any daughters, would you care about how they dress in public?
Of course, of course. There's a lot of people outside that might take a bad picture of her.
If she wanted to wear revealing clothes outside in public, what would you say to her?
No, it's not acceptable. Body language, people could say she looks cheap, she's not brought up properly.
If she...
It's very hard for her to get a husband as well in the future. They're going to say she's very cheap and she can easily go with anyone.
What do you have to say to the girls out there that say it's an insecure way of thinking?
No, it's not insecure. In the end, we are ladies. We need to cover up, not show everything to the public. You need to show your private, your husband.
It's good to know that there are women out there who actually have some degree of common sense. Mothers need to keep their daughters from dressing the way they do. She wants that child to have respect for themselves, so good on her.
Do you find it ironic that many modern women complain about things like capitalism and climate change when most consumer spending is geared towards women?
Absolutely.
How large is the carbon footprint of keeping modern Western women happy?
I would say huge, and I play a big part in that, for sure.
So why do you rarely see women call out other women for being materialistic?
Because I think we know we're all a part of the problem.
It's because they're too busy blaming society. Modern women will blame men for setting the beauty standards, which means that they have no choice but to increase their carbon footprint to please the men that they claim to dislike.
Because honestly, they're probably materialistic themselves.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. And that's my answer.
I feel that there's a deep down, low-key jealousy. I think that every woman does have the desire to be pampered and treated like a queen. So, but the jealousy isn't being spoken outright.
So why do you rarely see women call out other women for being materialistic?
You don't. See, we get away with so much. I'm telling you, we get away with so much.
Modern women get away with far too much. It doesn't matter if it's political, financial, or even legal preferences, but they're allowed to be massive hypocrites because their behavior is enabled at every turn.
Not always true. I'm expanding this for a longer video. I hope to have it done today. This is how much the boy likes the girls, how much the girl likes the boy. I drew a unicorn here. I don't know how to draw horses. This doesn't happen a lot where they both are head over heels. She's talking about what I call the husband zone here, which I wrote yes dear for that sort of everybody loves Raymond vibe. Oh, my wife, that whole thing.
It's insane how modern women came up with this idea that men need to love women more for a relationship to work. It's just their way of saying that women should do nothing and it's the man's fault if it all falls apart.
Here's the friend zone where the boy likes the girl does not like the boy. She's saying relationships only work above this line. So ideally you want to not be settling, you want the boy to like the girl a lot, and the girl likes the boy a medium amount. She says relationships only work here. I shoot for this zone. I aim for this. My relationships have been the happiest when the girl is crazy about me and I feel like the girl is right around in the middle of what I can do.
It's all about entitlement. Modern women believe that they are owed adoration by men, but they also feel like their existence is more than enough to get that adoration. That's why you get crap trends like this on TikTok.
Welcome in.
Hello.
Name and age?
I'm Kaylee. I'm 22.
Hey, Kaylee, what do you do?
I'm a nurse.
The second that she says she was a nurse, she was done for. Nurses are notorious for cheating and all sorts of other crap. Those guys save themselves a massive headache.
Do y'all just not like your husbands or something? I'm so confused. Like, why there's so many women out here that act like sleeping with the man is a chore. Like, y'all are all about those dirty novels, but once it comes to, like, actual intimacy in your relationship, you're like, ew. If your wife is, like, grossed out to have with you or stressed out, I'm not saying cheat, but hey, get a pocket pussy or shame.
The amount of women who complain about their husbands wanting intimacy is just insane. Not only is that nobody's business, it's also incredibly offensive to be shaming that man for wanting to be close to his wife.
First time you put your hands on me, I will leave you where you at.
I feel like this. Men feel like they can be disrespectful. And Why do you feel like
and I might pop you in the mouth. That's unacceptable. You feel like you can sit in my face and talk crazy and think I'm just gonna sit there and be like, oh, okay.
Why does that warrant you feel like you can put your hands on me?
Am I your child?
Does that mean you gonna put your hands on me? How did you put your hands on me and I'm talking to you, bro?
You're being disrespectful.
Am I a kid? You discipline me? Like what? I'm not tolerating like that. The first time you put your hands on me, I'm gonna leave you where you at.
She's trying to justify abuse if the man ever disrespects, quote unquote, her. But the problem is that a man could say an off-color comment and she'll consider that worthy of violence.
She expects my client to support her boyfriend, and their new child. She demands money. She demands gas in her car. She demands groceries. She demands diapers. And in fact, he believes that her boyfriend is working out of the marital home using the internet he's paying for. This person that she claimed in her responsive declaration was only a friend and whom now she is 5 months pregnant by.
I don't receive any support through the state for my other child that lives in the home who's 10 from a previous marriage.
She was clearly cheating on her man with a guy friend who was just a friend, you know how it goes. And now she expects her ex to pay for a child that isn't even his, as if he's responsible for getting her pregnant in an affair.
Relationship, and I don't receive any kind of support for my significant other, who I am pregnant with right now.
That's sad. That's all.
Okay. Sir, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Besides, that's just a very greedy lady. No, ma'am.
As I understand it, this is a 5-year marriage. I'm not ordering support at this time. I'm not ordering any sort of alimony or marital payments.
It's rare to see a judge side with the ex-husband in divorce court. Too many men get destroyed by judges in these situations, but she screwed up so badly that not even the courts will take her side.
To Ms. Lowe at this time, respondent must move out of the family home within 30 days.
My pregnancy and having to relocate my other kids, including the ones I share with him, that at this time, I'd be given more than 30 days to find new residents.
What I'm going to do right now, and one of the reasons I'm making this ruling is I do think it's wholly inappropriate that for this court to have Mr. Lowe paying for household expenses when another adult is living in that marital house. So I am going to keep the 30 days right now.
In other words, she's broke and can't afford her own place to live or support her own children. Maybe she should have thought of that before having an affair partner move into his house.
Who gonna tell him? Because I will. You are not the person she wants to be with. 43 times in 7 years should have told you that. Hell, you should have knew after time 22, but you just kept going. At this point, it just became routine. Every other Friday, you was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get my knee dirty. Hey, baby, you wanna get married? No, okay, cool. What you wanna do later on? Maybe do some movies? Brother, she's trying to let you know that this ain't working, but you just kept on pushing it, kept on pushing it. People like you are the reason that women call us creepy. You are the Dexter of dating.
If a man proposes to a woman and she says no, then the best thing to do is just move on. She made her intentions clear and she's not interested. Walking away and starting over is the only logical solution at that point.
You didn't force this woman into an engagement, and so much so that People magazine had to pick it up. They like, damn, 43 times in 7 years is crazy. That's what we all thinking. He is crazy. It's giving serial. You can't force somebody to want to be with you, man. Just move on. I can guarantee with all certainty this is going to end in divorce. It is. And whatever she takes, you deserve that. I hope she take everything. The cat, the dog, the house, the 42 engagement rings that you had before this one. Because I would hope that you kept changing the rings since you knew what it looked like prior to that. That's probably the reason she never said yes.
It's insane how hard she's ripping into this guy. Proposing 43 times is excessive, but he didn't force that woman into marrying her. There wasn't a knife to her back. She could have walked away as well.
You're probably pulling up with a time, and don't no woman want that. Do better, man. Y'all out here just forcing relationships on people like it ain't a billion other people out there that you can just go and try to date. The dating pool ain't that damn small. Figure it out. That one ain't it.
If she said yes, it was either because she was settling, quote unquote, or because she was trying to shut him up. Either way, that marriage is going to go down in flames. They both need to do better.
How come no one talks about how insane it is that a lot of wives will look at their husbands and say something like, I'm your wife, I'm not your maid? Like, could you imagine a husband saying to a wife, am I your bodyguard or am I your husband? Am I your Uber or am I your husband? Am I your wallet or am I your husband? I could keep going with this, but you get the point. Dudes will spend their entire adult working life providing for a woman and children, give up their hopes and dreams, hobbies, friendships, only to get that in return. Am I your maid or am I your wife?
A wife should want to take care of her husband, but we don't see that really in modern day marriages, just laundry lists of things that she's not willing to do. But in those lists, she never mentions one thing that she is willing to do to make that man's life easier. It's crazy.
All these little girls are like, my boyfriend's a narcissist. I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's not.
You're throwing that word around left and right.
Yeah. And I told him why. And everyone went, oh. I said, if you're dating a narcissist, you will not post on social media you're dating a narcissist because he'll come for you. Mentally, physically, financially, he's going to come for you. You will not have that video up. So if you say I'm dating a narcissist, guarantee you he's not. And everyone kind of came at me and I'm like, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
The word narcissist has been thrown around so much that the word has essentially just lost all meaning. Modern women love to do that because they'd rather destroy words than take any form of accountability.
Pay the WNBA players what they deserve, Charlotte. Why are you not doing that?
Those t-shirts were interesting.
Tell me.
Because it said, pay us what you owe us. They're not owed anything.
You know, this is the argument that people have been making. Maybe there's something I don't understand about, but like if the league is losing money, they're getting overpaid. If you pay them what they owe you, you're going to pay the league.
This is the argument that I do agree with the women. The women don't want to make as much as the men because that's what they just couldn't. Right? What they want is a higher percentage of all basketball revenue made.
These women are paid to play basketball on the national level. The WNBA fails to make a profit year after year, but they still command a salary that's bigger than the average person. And they have the nerve to complain that it's not enough.
There's nothing wrong with asking for more money. Like, everybody should ask for a raise.
Never.
So if the girls want to ask for a raise, ask for a raise. Once they start acting like it's a outside cause, or they start evoking sexism, like I think the women's soccer team like evoked sexism in the deal, then it gets annoying because it's like, guys, what are we talking about here?
In 2025, the WNBA reported a $40 million deficit. If every player were responsible for covering this loss equally, each would owe approximately $277,000. $277,778. That's crazy.
It's not sexism, it's just basic economics. How can a failing company afford to pay more money to employees who are doing nothing to help make the product successful in the first place? It makes no sense.
What if you make more money than me and we in this relationship? Your question.
You should still
manage the money.
You should still assert your dominance financially, even if I make more money than you.
So you make $150,000, I make $50,000.
Right. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna live off this $50,000.
That's
one hold on, wait, hold on a second, because it must have been some loud noise up in there.
I think it was
the math got a demand or something.
Yeah, it was some type of something going on.
If a woman is making six figures but demands that the man who makes less than her pay for everything, then it's clear that she doesn't actually care about that man enough to make things work on any level.
The
scenario was, which was great about Moolah,
yeah.
The woman is making 150 and the man is making 50. Chris stated that we need to figure out how we're going to live off this 50. Is that what you said?
We going to be together, right?
We know all that. We trying to figure out these numbers.
I don't know if I'm missing it a little bit.
You make 150.
I make $150,000.
I make $50,000.
You make $50,000. My money is inconsequential to this relationship.
I like that.
You're not thinking about my money.
Let me ask you this then. So I'm gonna leave with my 50,000.
You gonna leave with your 50.
So let me ask you this.
We're not gonna be destitute or anything, but that 50 gonna have to do some things.
Her money is her money, but in a relationship, his money magically becomes our money. It's incredibly unfair to treat a man like that just because she wants to keep what's hers at the expense of what is his. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.